one, we're going to replace star with the expression that will generate the series 1 minus 1 divided by 4 plus 1 divided by 9 minus 1 divided by 16 plus dot dot dot. And we have three problems we have to do. So here's the first one. Here's your star. We're trying to find that. So we're going to let u sub n, I'm saying sub for subscript, u sub n represent the value of star. If I do that, let's look at our sequence here and we're starting with n equals 1. So we're going to let 1 divided by u sub 1. That's the star part. And we're letting that be u, so that's going to equal 1. And then we have negative 1 divided by u sub 2. That equals negative 1 divided by 4. That's your second term. Your third term is equal to, and let's write it as a fraction, 1 divided by u sub 3 equals 1/9. And then we have for our fourth term, negative 1 divided by u sub 4 equals negative 1 divided by 16. So looking at this part right here, and if you want, you can write this in fraction form. We may write u sub n equals n squared. Or we can write the star equals n squared. So this would really be 1 divided by n squared, if you substitute it. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, the next one's similar, but we're starting with 0. So again, we're going to let u sub n equal the value of our star. So we want this to be 1 divided by something. All right, and we're starting with n equals 0. So we have 1 divided by u sub 0 equals 1. Negative 1 divided by u sub 1 equals negative 1/4. 1 divided by u sub 2 equals 1 divided by 9. And negative 1 divided by u sub 3 equals negative 1 divided by 16. So we want to write our u sub n, and again you can write this in fraction form. This is really 2 squared, this is 3 squared, and this one is 4 squared. This equals 1 squared. And if you look at your n powers, this is 1 more. So 0, so if you look at the 2 and the 3, that's 1 more. Look at the 3 and the 4, that's 1 more. So we can write this as n plus 1 squared. So if you substitute in your 1, you're going to get 2 squared for this one. All right, so basically this is going to be n minus 1, or n plus 1 squared. Or you can write star equals n plus 1 squared. All right, and then the last one is we have to find where our n. So basically, looking at our formula, we need to know what we want. And just look at the first number. We need a 1. What will give us a 1 there? And that would be 3. So if we just let our star equal 3, then we would have negative 1 cubed times negative 1 divided by 1 squared plus negative 1 to the 4th divided by negative 1 divided by 2 squared plus negative 1 to the 5th divided by negative 1, 3 squared plus, and we can keep going dot, 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 but then you're going to get, let's do plus dot, 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 and that's going to give you equals 1 minus 1/4 plus 1 divided by 9. And then if we did the other one, that would be minus 1 divided by 16 plus dot, dot, dot. So basically, Rn equals 3. Or you can say your star equals 3. This one's a little more mental. You can just tell by looking a little bit. All right, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.